My parents were involved in a wreck. A young girl pulled out in front of them, and my mother and father was taken to local hospitals. My mother's the kind of person, and my father was too, very honest people, worked hard all their life, never wanted a dime out of anybody. And, you know, they just wanted their bills paid, and that was it, their medical bills. They weren't asking for anything else. And the insurance company was being very rude. My mother and father were older, so I think they were thinking they could run over them. Basically, you know, said we're not going to pay any of the bills, and it was their client's fault. After a little while, the threats started coming by. You know, we're going to put you in collections, we're going to sue you, we're going to take your house. And I told my mother, I said, Mother, you need to go talk to an attorney. Ben was the first one that came to mind, and once I talked to him, I felt so comfortable with him that, you know, then I contacted my mother and brought her in. And Ben is the kind of person that basically felt like I had known him all my life and talked to us like he had known us 20 or 30 years. And my mother felt very comfortable with him. And trust me, my mother feels comfortable, you're comfortable. But yes, when you're up against something like this, especially when you know it's not your fault, yes, it makes you nervous to have, okay, I've got to call an attorney and deal with this. And, you know, it's a lot of stress. Especially on an elderly couple like that, it's really a lot of stress. But with Ben, it was never that stress, because from day one, the vibe he put off was, like I say, he knew what he was talking about. He had already done this type stuff before. He gave her some examples of some cases, what could happen, what may happen, what would happen. He gets heads turning, I'm telling you right now. He's a heart of gold, he's a good person, and easy to deal with. But he's one of those people that I don't think I'd want to cross up with if you're on the opposite side. Ben was more than up to date. Ben he actually gave us his cell phone number. And he said, listen, you can't get me at the office. If anything comes up, you call me. Give my cell phone a call. If I don't answer, leave a message. I'll call you right back. I think he's there for you if you need him. He was a gentleman, but he was a bulldog in a way too. You could tell, you know, he would stand his ground for his clients. You know, my mother and father only wanted their medical bills paid, and these people went beyond that because of Ben Windham, and took care of my mother and father, and I really appreciated him very much so. Ben Windham don't play. My name is Keith Bone. I'm the owner of Lake Oconee Muffler and Brake, and been there about 15 years now.